Morning guys, so today we've got a mobility session focused on the hips and hamstrings, so we're just going to jump straight into it, starting off in a lying down position like so. We're just going to pull one knee in, other leg stays straight and relaxed, and just hugging this knee in as high as you can up into the chest like so, and we're just going to hold it there. Same as all the mobility sessions, just listen out for me to tell you to change, otherwise just hold the positions and relax into them. Nice controlled breathing throughout the whole session. From here, I just want you to grab your ankle. You're going to pull your ankle inwards and then you're going to pull your knee outwards. So you're getting more into your hip and groin by doing this. You're still pulling up, but you're pulling that ankle toward the inside and then pulling that knee away from you. And just still pulling up here. And then we can relax that leg down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So pull this knee in first, nice and high, straight up. And same again, grab your ankle, foot pulls in, knee pulls out, still pulling upwards. So open up that hip a little bit. I'm going to swap back to the first leg now. You both place both feet flat like this, and you're going to pull one knee in, grab it underneath by the hamstring, and we're just going to extend that leg up, trying to get it straight whilst keeping your bum down, and then back down. Nice controlled movement like so, trying to straighten your leg, back down. Time it with yourself, a nice controlled movement like I've got here. Nice steady pace, feeling that stretch as we go up and down, just supporting the leg with your hands on your hamstring. And then this time at the top, whilst it's fully extended, I just want you to pull the leg towards you. Try and keep it straight as you can. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but pulling towards you to feel that stretch a bit more as well. Not too much, not trying to overdo it with this stretch. Squeeze it there, keep holding. And then relax down, and I'll swap over to the side. So just go for those extensions first with the leg. Nice controlled movement. And then again at the top, hold that position and pull that leg towards you and hold. so. I'm going to place one leg on top of the other like so. So we created this gap in between your legs here. One hand goes through there, the other hand goes on the outside. And we're taking hold of that hamstring again and pulling it towards us like so. So from here, one arm goes through, one arm on the outside, grab the hamstring, pull towards you like so, and then down here in this glute is where we're feeling this stretch. So that's what it should look like here, still keeping the bum flat, pulling in. This knee can go this way, so you're kind of trying to push that knee away from you as you pull this knee towards you, and you should feel that stretch in the glute there. Just hold there. And then we'll swap sides, the same again, leg on top, hand goes through, other hand on the outside and pull that leg in. That's right, bring yourselves onto all fours, like so. We're going to start with just elevating the leg to the side. So, leg comes up and back down. I'm going to show you from the front. So leg comes up, back down. Now what we want to focus on here is the hips not twisting too much. So we don't want to see you kind of like opening up your whole body like so, whilst keeping the hands down. We're looking to control it. So our hips are still staying face down as we lift up, which stretches out that hip there. So now you can join me in this one. We'll go 8 on each side. So starting with whichever side you like. Up, pause at the top, and back down. Nice control, keep with my pace as best you can. Try not to twist those hips too much. And then we're going to swap sides there, so exactly the same on the other side. Nice, so we're going to do a similar one to that. It's kind of a big circle round, so I'll take you through it. So how it works is your leg goes up to this position here, and you twist it sideways and try and round it back down, back into position. So I'll show you once from this side again. So up it goes, flatten it out as you round it, and back down. Show you from the front as well, in case it helps. So it goes up to the side, and then you round it. Sorry, that was the opposite way, apologies. So we go up, backwards first, and then we round it flat, and then down. So with that done, we're going to go for like 8 so on each side again. So leg goes up, rounded round, and back down. Nice big circle with your hip. Keep it straight onto the other side. Up, round, and back down. Good job, relax that. We're going to take it into some striders. Oh no, we're going to go into a frog stretch first, sorry. So, frog stretch, probably done it before with me. We're going to knees as wide as we possibly can get them out to the side, okay? So, I'm showing you from this front on view. So, walk your knees out wider and wider until they won't go any further. And they're in this position here. Whilst they're nice and wide, what we want to make sure we've got is that flat or arch back. We don't want to be rounded over like so. Arch back like that. And once you're in this position, we're just going to gently push backwards, not too hard at all, and not losing that flat or round arch back. Push back, hold for a couple of seconds, and you can rock back forward. Using your hands to support you, rocking back, feel that stretch. And forwards. If at any point you need to relax, you can just come nice and lock all the way forwards to give your hips a little rest. Otherwise, we're just sinking back into it, trying to sink a little further into the stretch every time we go back. Like I said, not trying to force anything either. Just feel that stretch. Right, bring yourselves forward. You're going to come onto your forearms down here. Less of an arch back this time, but making sure we've got that flat back. We're going to use our forearms to push ourselves backwards this time. Feel that stretch in this position. Not too dissimilar to what we just did. You just feel it slightly differently. Same again. Just rocking back and pausing back there to feel that stretch. And you can ease it off every few seconds. Back and forth. What we're going to do now, we're going to come back onto the hands. I'm going to go for a reach through, keeping your knees nice and wide like so. One hand goes underneath the other, and you reach through. Feel that stretch on one side of the hip as just into this twisted position. And then we'll bring up onto the other side. Swap it over. Swap again. And then you can relax your legs there. Give them a little shake out if you need to. I've been in that position quite a long time. And now we're going to take it into a strider stretch. So, strider stretch, you may be limited to your ability to do this. The main thing is having your foot flat wherever it is and trying to sink the hips down. The higher you can get it, the better. But what we're looking to do is start in that press up position. One foot comes up to the side. It doesn't have to be this high. And then we're sinking those hips down, feeling that stretch here like so. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take your inside arm, so the hand close to the foot, that's going to reach up to the ceiling as we twist. So in this position here, if you're struggling with this position, you can just relax that back knee down. But if you can, keep it up, but sinking the hips down into the floor as we hold this position. Hands back down. Now this time, you're going to try and touch your elbow to the floor. You won't, a lot of people won't be able to manage it. Maybe some people will. But what we're going to try and do is take that elbow down to the floor, that forearm down to the floor. If you're hovering up above it, that's fine. It's the movement of that reach down that we're trying to get for that stretch. Reaching down and then back onto both hands. Now this bit's a bit trickier. Your outside arm's going to go up. So balance is key here. So this arm stays quite close to this leg as this hand comes up and reaches to the ceiling. See how I just fell there? Into that stretch there. And just hold. And you can bring that hand back down. Rest the knee back down. And we're going to hit a hamstring stretch here. So how we do this is our hands stay in front of our foot, like there. And as we sink back, the hands will slide back. We're sliding back into this position. The hands leaning forward. You can see I'm rounded over, leaning forward. I'm on my heel here. I've got feeling that big stretch in my hamstring whilst I lean back in this position here. Now I'm sitting back on this heel, which you can even relax this back foot if you want to. But if that's too uncomfortable for you, you can just be a bit higher. It depends on your mobility here, but sitting back, main thing is getting this leg nice and straight and feeling that stretch there. What we're going to do, we're going to rock back forward into it, into that initial stretch, keeping that knee down. And then we'll rock back into it once more. Same again. Feeling that hamstring stretch. Like so. Remember keeping those hands forward, big lean in. We're going to walk it forwards once more. Stretching out that hip and that relaxed strider. And then final time, let's rock it back. This final hamstring stretch on this side. Good job. So we're going to repeat everything we just did on the other side. Do your best with the ones that get more tricky. Just revert to the easier ones and repeat those ones if you are struggling. But here we go then. So into that press up position, foot up to the side, and then first of all inside arm goes up, reaches up to the ceiling as we sink these hips down low into that stretch, reaching up like so. Hold this position here, and then we'll bring this arm down, and we're looking at that inside forearm, pushing towards the floor, reaching down again, driving those hips down as we go. You come back onto the hand. Finally, let's take this outside arm, goes up. Look how close this arm is to my shin. And then I reach up there, holding my balance. Feeling that stretch there. And then finally bring that hand down. We're going to finish with 3 rock backs for this hamstring. So in this relaxed rider position now, we sink back, leg goes straight with the heel, leaning forwards. Like I said, I'm sitting back on this heel. Prop yourself up or use your toes if you need to. But relax back. We'll go forwards. Just to ease off into that strider stretch, feeling the stretch into that hip flexor as well. And then back we go for the hamstring. forwards. And then final time back. Give that final stretch on the hamstring. And relax there, guys. Cool. So, quick 20 minutes on the hips and hamstrings there for you. Just to try and loosen them off, really. Some good mobility tips there to improve your flexibility. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And then I will see you tomorrow for a conditioning session.